Welcome to Relationship Reset Academy. I'm Michael Flynn, and for over 15 years as a marriage counselor, I've helped couples navigate the ups and downs of their relationships. If you're feeling like your husband gives everyone else attention but you, trust me, you're not alone. This is one of the most common concerns I hear from wives in my sessions, and today, we're going to unpack exactly why this happens, and more importantly, what you can do about it. By the end of this video, you'll have 3 powerful steps to shift the dynamic in your marriage and feel like the priority you deserve to be. And hey, stick around to the end, because I'm sharing a simple, heartfelt technique that has helped countless couples reconnect, even in the toughest moments. So if you're ready to hit the reset button on your relationship, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more tools and strategies to build a thriving marriage. Let's get into it. First things first, stop blaming yourself. It's easy to think, maybe I'm just not exciting enough. Or, maybe I've done something wrong. Nope. What's happening isn't about your worth. It's about creating connection. Think about this. When was the last time you and your husband had real, uninterrupted time together? Not just sitting in the same room, scrolling on your phones. I'm talking about those moments where you both felt seen and valued. If it's been a while, don't worry. You're about to learn how to make those moments happen again. Here's a little secret. Most men don't even realize they're giving everything else their attention. They're caught up in work stress, family obligations, or even harmless habits like watching sports or gaming. But with a few small changes, you can become the center of his world again, just like you deserve. Alright, here's a step-by-step game plan to turn things around. Step 1: Understand what's really going on. Let's start with this. Don't jump to conclusions about what your husband's behavior means. When you feel ignored, it's easy for your mind to spin into all kinds of stories. Maybe he doesn't care anymore. Maybe I'm not interesting to him. But let's hit pause on those thoughts for a second. Sometimes, the issue isn't about how much he cares, it's about how much life has piled up on him. Work stress, family obligations, or even distractions like scrolling on his phone can pull his focus away from you. It's not fair, and it's not okay, but it's often not intentional. The first step is to really figure out what's going on beneath the surface. Ask yourself, has he always been like this, or is this a recent shift? If it's recent, what's changed in his world? And just as importantly, what's changed in yours? Sometimes, small habits creep into our lives without us noticing. And before long, they're driving a wedge between us and the people we care about most. Now, here's the key: approach him with curiosity, not blame. A calm conversation that starts with, "I've been feeling a little disconnected lately," goes much further than, "Why don't you pay attention to me anymore?" The first invites understanding, the second triggers defensiveness. And be prepared to really listen. If he says he's stressed, overwhelmed, or even feeling a bit unsure about how to connect with you, take that as a starting point. This is about creating a safe space where he feels comfortable opening up. You might not like everything he says, but knowing the truth is better than guessing. And let me remind you, understanding what's really going on doesn't mean you're excusing bad behavior. It means you're setting the stage for change by starting from a place of understanding instead of assumptions. Step 2: Become unignorable. Here's a secret: when you shine, people can't help but notice you. It's not about changing who you are, it's about embracing the best, most vibrant version of yourself. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly alive? The kind of alive where you're laughing until your stomach hurts, diving into something you're passionate about, or just enjoying a moment for you. If it's been a while, it's time to bring that back. Start by picking one thing that makes you happy. Something that's all yours. It could be a hobby, a fitness goal, or even a little project you've been meaning to try. When you invest in yourself, you're not only boosting your own confidence, but you're also sending a message: you're a person worth paying attention to. And don't underestimate the power of surprise. Switch things up in your routine. Try wearing that outfit that makes you feel amazing, or suggest doing something you've never done together. Sometimes, breaking the monotony is all it takes to jolt someone out of autopilot, and remind them why they fell for you in the first place. But here's the most important part: do these things for you. When you focus on becoming your happiest, most fulfilled self, you'll notice your husband naturally gravitating toward you. Why? Because confidence and joy are magnetic. You don't have to demand attention, you'll naturally command it. And don't be afraid to have a little fun with this. Tease him, flirt with him, show him that spark he fell in love with. When you're enjoying yourself, it's hard for anyone, especially your husband, to resist being drawn to you. By the way, for more on rekindling connection and keeping your marriage strong, check out romancedictionary.com/marriage. Trust me, it's packed with practical tips that will change the game for you. The link is in the pop-up here and in the description below. Step 3: Set the standard. Let's get real for a moment. People treat us based on the expectations we set. If you've been letting things slide, if you've been tolerating feeling like an afterthought, it's time to shift gears. Now, setting a standard isn't about making demands or starting a fight. It's about clearly expressing what you need in a way that encourages connection rather than conflict. For example, instead of saying, "You never spend time with me," you could say, "It would mean a lot to me if we could have some uninterrupted time together, just the two of us." See the difference? One feels like an attack, the other feels like an invitation. But here's the thing: you have to follow through. If you set a boundary or express a need, don't back down from it. Consistency is key. If you let him know you value quality time, but then you brush it off when he cancels plans, you're sending mixed signals. And mixed signals lead to mixed results. Also, pay attention to how you're showing up. Are you treating him the way you want to be treated? If you're asking for more attention, are you giving him yours in return? Sometimes, a small shift on your end can inspire a big shift on his. Remember, setting the standard is about showing him how you want to be loved, not punishing him for falling short. It's about creating a partnership where both of you feel valued and understood. And the best part? When you lead with clarity and kindness, you're not just raising the standard for him, you're raising it for yourself. Step 4: Reconnect with playfulness. Let's talk about fun. Yes, fun! When was the last time you two just laughed together? Not about bills or schedules, but something silly, light, or downright ridiculous. If it's been a while, you're overdue for some playfulness. Start small. Think of something the two of you used to enjoy but haven't done in a while. Maybe it's cooking a meal together, having a movie night with a twist, or pulling out that old board game that always brought out his competitive side. The goal isn't to plan a grand gesture. It's to remind both of you that your relationship can still feel light and exciting. And don't underestimate the power of surprise. Plan something unexpected, like a mini date night at home or a cheeky text during the day that makes him smile. Even a silly challenge, like who can come up with the worst dad joke, can break the tension and create moments of connection. Remember, laughter is a bridge. It connects you in a way that words sometimes can't. When you laugh together, you're reminded that you're on the same team, no matter what else is going on. And let's not forget flirting. Yes, even if you've been together for years. A little playful teasing or a wink across the room can reignite that spark and remind him that you're not just his wife, you're his favorite person to have fun with. Keep it light, keep it simple, and most importantly, keep it consistent. Playfulness isn't just about big moments. It's about creating tiny pockets of joy that bring you closer every single day. To keep the momentum going, visit romancedictionary.com/marriage. You'll find even more ideas to reignite the fun and connection in your marriage. And trust me, the results are worth it. The link is in the description below. Here's the thing: you're worth the effort, and you deserve a relationship where you feel prioritized. By following these steps, you're setting the stage for a connection that feels fresh, exciting, and meaningful again. If this video helped, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how these tips work for you. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Also, check the links in the description box for more resources to take things even further. Remember, great relationships don't just happen, they're built. And you've got what it takes to build something amazing. Stick around and watch my next video for even more tips to create the relationship you've always wanted. See you there.